This list is brought to you by Movie Decode. He's a swell fella, and you can follow him over on his Twitteroo @MovieDecode, or you can find him at this link, www.tinylittleaddress.thingy/moviegap.com @net. You got that? No? Okay, on with the list. Steven Spielberg is perhaps one of the most recognisable faces in Hollywood. Equipped with a catalogue of critically acclaimed films under his belt, Mr. Spielberg's gargantuan reputation is well deserved. With so many impressive titles to choose from, ranking a top 5 list is not an easy task. With that being said, here are a handful of films that stand out from one of Hollywood's most successful directors. Number 5, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Spielberg's fascination for adventure has become a trademark for the 70-year-old director, but there's no other film of his that reaches the cinematic brilliance of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the very first entry into the indie franchise. The amazement of seeing Harrison Ford's smart-mouthed Indiana Jones emerging from the shadows for the very first time is unprecedented for most movie characters. Ford's charismatic performance is matched only by his unrelenting thrill of adventure that Mr. Jones finds himself in. There's not a moment throughout the film's 115-minute runtime that you'll be checking your watches. Spielberg grips the viewer by the scruff of the neck and doesn't let go, propelling us on a beautifully directed journey to discover the elusive Ark of the Covenant. Number 4, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977. If Spielberg isn't renowned for his love of adventure, he's most certainly acclaimed for his passion for the sci-fi genre. Close Encounters is one of those cinematic experiences that stays with you forever. The revolutionary utilisation of special effects, especially within the film's breathtaking final 30 minutes, is something that Spielberg embraces with such care and grace. Richard Dreyfuss's portrayal of a family man battling with his obsession with the sudden presence of the unknown visitors is nothing short of extraordinary. This truly is an exceptional piece of filmmaking. Number 3, E.T. The Extra-Terrestrial, 1982. While Close Encounters is a true masterpiece from the sci-fi genre, it's E.T. that takes the cake, telling a courageous story of a young boy in his quest to help a friendly alien return to his home planet. The love that the young Elliot shares with his gentle visitor is a relationship that will remain timeless, something that not many films can accomplish. Love comes in many forms, and luckily for Spielberg, the boundless friendship they share is one of cinema's greatest feats. To quote Spielberg, "You're not supposed to fall in love with your own movie, but I fell in love with E.T. You and me both, Stevie." Number 2, Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Of all the war films to be enjoyed over the years, there's only a handful that are truly treasured and remembered by most. Apocalypse Now, Full Metal Jacket, The Hurt Locker, to name a few. But for me, Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan separates the wheat from the chaff. With terrific performances from the likes of Tom Hanks and Matt Damon, and a horrifying and realistic cinematography, Saving Private Ryan almost single-handedly redefined the war genre. With his unflinching focus on the terrifying reality of warfare, Spielberg paved the way for the genre, and we are so grateful for it. And before we spiel the big surprise, we'll take a quick look at some honourable mentions. Now, Jurassic Park can't be ignored. The voiceover guy, that's me, loves this film. It's a dino thriller that still stands as one of the most impressive special effect blockbusters ever made. This movie doesn't just stand the test of time, it transcends it. It truly is a masterpiece. And should be number 1. Should be. You didn't
say the magic word.
Empire's Son. A young Christian Bale helms an unsettling exploration of youthful innocence against such tragic, unbearable circumstances. Or in the true words of Movie Decode, and I quote, Christian Bale is f***ing outstanding in this hot piece of film. Schindler's List brings with it a seemingly effortless film with so much grace and skill. It balances fear and exhilaration, humour and horror, love and death. It was and remains a masterpiece. And that brings us to number 1, Jaws, 1975. Whilst arranging the other 4 films in this list was a tremendously difficult challenge, there was no doubt that Spielberg's very first blockbuster, Jaws, would take the top spot. What makes Jaws so irreversibly profound is how it taps into our rational fear of the unknown, in this case, the unknown that lurks under the sea. Yet this sense of fear is dictated solely through John Williams' eerily sombre soundtrack, a score that remains timeless to the ears of the viewer, and for good reason. The trinity of contrasting yet equally as transcendent performances from Schneider, Shaw and Dreyfuss are one of the film's many saving graces, bringing together a dysfunctional team to hunt the monster down. Jaws set the standard for all future thrillers to come, but you have to admit that it seems very unlikely one will ever come close to Spielberg's finest film. And that's it. That's Movie Decode's top 5 Steven Spielberg's films. Do you agree with this list? The man has a ridiculous amount of great films. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button down below, give us a like, and you can find the written list over on www.popcornography.co.uk. Full link in the description below. Thanks for listening, and we'll pop back soon with another top 5 list. See you later.